Hello, this is Wayne Crowley, author of the book Prophecy Proof Insights of the End Times. In this video, I just want to show you the scripture index of my book. The scripture index is a listing of all scripture that I reference or actually cite in the book. Scripture index is usually a good indicator of how much biblical depth a book has. So a book with a lot of scripture in the scripture index is a good indicator that the book is going to be sticking pretty close to the Bible. Now, it's not a perfect indicator because some people can be crazy and they take scriptures out of complete context. In this book, I try not to do that. I try to say, this is what the scripture says, and I do like a literal interpretation of the scripture. So I take it verses literally. I don't say symbolically this means the sun is going to incinerate the earth. Symbolically, this means that the number 7 is going to eat Elmo or the Cookie Monster. I don't do that kind of stuff. I try to stay close to the Bible as I can. So I'm going to go overview the scripture index here. So start with Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. And Bible prophecies can be found everywhere in the Bible. So you're going to see a lot of Old Testament stuff, a lot of New Testament stuff from even Psalms, because Psalms is a very rich book. So we're going to go down here, continue on. Here, Psalms, you can see how much scripture there is in Psalms, a lot of scripture in Psalms, because it's a very, very rich book in prophecy. Psalm 83, obviously. Psalm 97 is loaded. More. Isaiah has a ton of scripture, because Isaiah is one that's got 66 chapters, and it's one of the most prophecy-rich books in the entire Bible. So we have a lot from Isaiah. More Isaiah. The latter part of Isaiah is really, really rich. Isaiah 51 is really, really, really loaded. A lot of second coming verses in Isaiah 51. And we go down here. Jeremiah is also rich. You see, I got a lot of Jeremiah 50:51. 50:51 is end times in Babylon. A lot of prophecy books don't touch on those two chapters because they say, oh, it's fulfilled. Well, a lot of aspects of Jeremiah 50:51 are not fulfilled. And I go over that in the book. So we go over that. Got Ezekiel here. Obviously, people want to see Ezekiel 38 and 39, which I cover a lot in the book as well. So, a lot of 39 especially. Daniel being one of the most important prophecy books in the entire Bible. Daniel 2, Daniel 7, Daniel 9, Daniel 11, Daniel 12. Joel, the whole entire book of Joel is end time rich. Joel 1, 2, and especially chapter 3. Got Amos, Zephaniah, Obadiah, Habakkuk. Zechariah, second coming is described in Zechariah 12, Zechariah 14 in detail. Obviously Matthew. The parables, the kingdom of heaven, chapter 13, a lot of end time parables in Matthew 13, especially the parables of the harvests, end of the age. That's important. Matthew 24, obviously being like the big chapter as well. Cover here in Luke 17. The latter part of Luke 17 is one of the most overlooked sections in the entire Bible in terms of end times, especially Luke 17:37, 17:34 to 37 as well. Very, very, very important passages in Luke. So Acts, Romans, Corinthians, Thessalonians 2 covers the Antichrist. He's unveiling himself to the world. You get a lot of abomination, desolation details in Second Thessalonians chapter 2. Sorry, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. Ugh. Timothy. And then Peter. Get some Peters. Jude. And obviously the big book of this entire book is Revelation. Revelation being the most prophecy-rich book in the entire Bible. Also the most passages cited in the book are from Revelation. So it goes off. This index will go several pages in Revelation. A lot of verses cited multiple times. Revelation. There we go. So that is the scripture index. So based on my estimates, I got well over 1,000 verses actually quoted from, and several thousand verses cited, referenced, or quoted from in this book. So it's a very, very rich scripture index. It's a very, very rich book in terms of adhering to scripture. And with that, I hope that you have confidence in my book, Prophecy Proof Insights of the End Times. Thank you.